Egg. Hold on. Microphone. Egg. 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 Can I get an egg in the chat? Can I get an egg in the chat? Oh, hold on. Things might sound weird. Give me a second. Here we go. I'm sorry if that sounded a little boomy. It might have been boomy. Egg. Egg. Yeah, sorry, I think yesterday I did some recording and I had to like turn it up a little bit. So then it was like maybe kind of boomy. Because my sound settings assume that I have this thing set down low. Ah. Egg. 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 Let's music. Sorry, for a second I forgot how to stream. There we go. I was like looking at my list and I'm like, why is there so much? Why is there so much? Well, I think I need to turn this music up a little. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now everything is working. Now everything is working. When my egg does a fumble, that's called an oof. Like now. Like now. But yes, good evening. Good evening. Good evening to Jake. And good evening to Fake Raid. And good evening to Panis. And good evening to Uphill. And good evening to Punk Asian. And good evening to Ponrick. Or actually, you're ex-Ponrick, so you're not Ponrick anymore. Good evening to Azur Shot. And good evening to Niji Mari. And good evening to Fake Raid. And good evening to Not John Stamos. And good evening to Boothberry. And good evening, I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody so far. I actually did have a functioning brain earlier when I saw something about the original crepe. I'm sorry, the original what recipe? The original what recipe? And it said "ugh," and I'm like, that is egg. I know this. It's "ugh." Crepe. Yeah, let me just have some crepes. I don't know. I had a crepe the other day. It was pretty tasty. A crepe. I've never seen somebody spell crepe like the same way that you would spell like grape or drape. Crepe. Yummy crepe. But yes. Egg. Egg. I am sleepy today. Today I'm sleepy. But also, I don't know. Today was like, I'm realizing the weakness of my own flesh because I was like, today I put my hair in a ponytail and somehow that was enough to give me a headache. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Am I becoming weak in my old age? Because I feel like this wasn't a problem. I feel like when I was a kid, like I would have a ponytail every day and have no problem. But I feel like now it's like, even though my hair is like substantially shorter than it was at that time, like I like put my hair up and I'm like, after a few hours, I'm like, ow, 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 ow. Like, do you know how it feels? Do you know how it feels to like take your ponytail out? Hair tension from scalp? I don't know. It's like maybe my scalp is like weaker than it used to be. Because I certainly don't think my hair is heavier. If anything, it's much lighter since there's less of it. But it's like, yeah, you take your ponytail out and you're like, I have a headache. And then you take your ponytail out, you're like, not anymore. Yes, I do. Yes. I've been trying to catch more of your streams. I'll have atmosphere in place, but the time zones are killing me. Understandable. I don't know how much longer. Because, okay. This, for people who are new, this is not my actual usual time slot. I used to be a morning streamer, and currently I'm working a job that is like, it's a temporary job, but it's like 9 to 5. So I have been streaming in the evenings, but I intend to return to the mornings once that's done. I don't know when that's gonna be. It's gonna be probably beginning of next month. But I intend to, I don't know. I was thinking about it because I was like, I know a lot of people do like the evening. I'm just trying to figure out like what's the best one. Remember when you were a morning streamer, play Deltarune, and the times were perfect for me then? Yeah, again, I intend to return to that time slot. I do not intend to permanently be an evening streamer for the moment, but I don't know. I don't have any. I don't have anything set up for after this job, so I'm like, I'm hoping for something to come by, but I cannot predict the future. I do not have an orb to ponder upon which it will tell me things to come. So I have to keep my hair in a bun and in a hat at work, and I let my hair down at home, and it's nice. Oh yeah, I don't know, because I've never had a job that required me to keep my hair up, like with a hairnet and stuff. I remember when I was a kid, though. When I was a kid, I took dance classes. It wasn't even ballet. It was like jazz and tap. Like it wasn't like, because ballet is usually known for being strict, but they were like, we're gonna apply ballet standards of like hair and wardrobe to everything now. And I remember that like we had to have our hair in like super tight buns, and I would take it out and my hair would just crunch from all the hairspray. But then there was another girl in my dance class who had like front bangs, and she needed like 1 bajillion bobby pins and tons of hairspray just to keep it down. Because that was the other thing. They didn't like when you had like, because you know how I guess the idea is with a bun is to like have your hair, like all the hairpins are in the bun, but you're not really supposed to pin hair on the other parts of your head. So yeah, there were some weeks where she would just have to like use immense amounts of hair gel just to keep the bangs down. Yeah. I know ballerinas have workplace-related baldness because their buns are so tight. Honestly, yeah, I'd kind of believe that. Yeah, anyone got a spare pondering orb? Yeah, can anyone tell me what I'm gonna be doing next month? There's Hi Eggy, hello Ark of Jonah. Yeah. I have curly hair, letting it down after a long day leaves it at a mess. Yeah, my hair is not, I mean, it's not super curly. It is kind of wavy. I think my problem is that if I put it in a ponytail while it's wet, it really takes the shape of the elastic. Like, I have to be careful about that because otherwise I take it down and there's just this one bump in my hair because it's like, yeah, that's where the ponytail elastic went. I have headache, so hello. Ah, me too. Me too. I decided to put my hair in a ponytail today and that was a mistake. But yeah, I'm sleepy. And I'm sleepy. I didn't get enough sleep last night, and also not the night before. That's why I said this is going to be brief stream, because I am, like, Monday night I streamed, and then I ended late, and then I was like, it's okay, I'll get more sleep tomorrow. And then last night, I got home late, and then I had to cook dinner, and then I had to do other things, and then I went to bed late, and I went, okay, so tonight I need to not make the same mistake for a third time. Brief stream 3 hours later. No, as soon as the ads are done, I intend to jump directly into the game. Like, I am not going to lollygag. I'm not going to dawdle. I'm not going to dilly-dally. We're going straight there. We're going straight there. Because, yeah, I think, yeah, I need to get more sleep tonight. I still need to prepare my lunch for tomorrow. And I need to do my Japanese homework. I guess I can do that at lunch tomorrow. The Zatsu skiff speed running. Yeah, you gotta, like, bump up against the wall, like, 4 times and you can skip the Zatsu. We're speed running. This is a pre-game Zatsu free zone. If you're not gaming, get off the stream. How dare you speak as people are filing in. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, if you missed something, that's your own problem. Should have been here. We need to have a chat about punctuality. Yeah. Man, fixing my sleep schedule's curse. I am really on EGGY withdrawal. I'm sorry. I intend to return to mornings. I intend to. We'll see. I likely will. I feel like even if I do find a job directly after this, there's going to be at least like a gap of a few weeks. So probably. Yeah, probably. There will be EGGY mornings again. And maybe the EGGY mornings will actually be in the morning and not at like 11 a.m. They will actually be in the morning now that like my sleep schedule is different. You know, lately I've been waking up by accident early. Like, my body would, like, naturally wake up at, like, 7 o'clock. And I'm like, whoa. I am so repaired. I mean, I'll have to keep this up after. But, yeah. Waking up early feels good, though. Does it? Well, I guess it depends. I think waking up early in the spring and summer feels really good. Because, like, or at least waking up early when it's not cold out. Like, it doesn't have to even be spring or summer. Because I remember doing that, like, okay, guys, check off 1 for EGGY mentions being in Japan. But, like, when I was in Japan, the winter was not as harsh as it is here. So, yeah, there were some days where I'd wake up early, and that would also feel good because you're not waking up to, like, freezing weather, you know? But, no, waking up in the spring and summer, I think. Waking up early those times feels good. Oh, water the eggplants. Hold on. Hi, EGGY. Hi, chat. Hello, Jack, Stephen, Daedalus. Hold on, I need to put away my watering can properly. There we go. Yeah, winter. Sleep when dark. Wake. Oops, also dark. Yeah. To be fair, my waking up early is 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Yeah, but that's still... I'd still consider, honestly, anything before 8 a.m. I consider waking up early. Like, anything before that. Also, good evening, Natalia has died. Sorry, I saw you come in and then I started yapping about something else. But yeah, no, waking up early in the summer feels good, and in the spring. because it's like you wake up and it's like either if you're up early enough, it's sunrise, and if you are sleeping. Can you guys tell how tired I am? My trains of thought are just like crashing into walls. Yeah, when you wake up, it's sunrise or it's at least daylight. Worst case scenario, it's like just before sunrise, you know? I like waking up early in the winter quite a bit. Yeah, but there's no light. Like, honestly, there's sometimes in the winter where like you wake up and if there were no clock, you would not know what time it is, you know? Would you ever offer a consulting service for those trying to do teaching? I'm not a teacher, so I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask. But yeah. Bonjour, Mademoiselle Eggy. Hello, Flea Flicker. So it was like the quiet of the night. Well, yeah, but you see, like, I think staying up late in the winter is nice. Staying up late in the winter is nice. Like, there's something about, like, I remember at some point, I think, like, it was, like, late at night, and I can't remember why I went outside. I think I just wanted to see what the weather was like. And I was, like, it was, like, 3 in the morning, and it was snowing, but, like, not heavily, just, like, you know, an appropriate amount of snow. And it was, like, everything was, like, kind of quiet, and the snow kind of dampens the noise. That was really pleasant. Staying up late in the winter feels pleasant. But, like, getting up in the morning in the winter does not feel good. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Unfortunate to hear, Eggy. Hope your sleep schedule will be okay. It will be okay if I manage to go to bed at a reasonable time tonight. Yeah. We talked about what your situation was appealing. Ah, for work? Yeah. But if you wake up early enough, it's like staying up. No, it's not. I think in order for you to wake up, you have to, like, go to sleep first. You know? Personally, that's my opinion. You can't say I'm waking up early if you just never went to bed, you know? Winter sunrise hits different sometimes, which is nice. Just the cold isn't. Yeah, I guess it depends on, like, what your winters are like. Because I feel like the winters I'm used to are, like, so cold that, like, you don't want to get out of bed. But I imagine if you have, like, nice winters that aren't too cold, then it can feel pleasant. Because, like, also, I feel like lately this week, despite the fact that it's been substantially less cold outside, the house has been colder. Like, I don't know if it's just, like, my grandma just decided this week she wasn't going to turn the thermostat as high, but I feel like last week, even though it was super cold outside, I never had trouble, like, getting out of bed. Like, I don't remember feeling cold when I got out of bed. But this week, like, every day when I get out of bed, it's like I'm freezing. I don't know why. But yeah, I am just cold. Well, it's less cold now, so it is okay. But yeah, no. But yeah, getting up in the spring and summer is nice. I think the other thing too as well is that, like, my room at my parents', like, my room here, I've complained about it before. I've talked about this many times. Like, it doesn't have a very big window, and the window is not as really facing the light especially well. But I remember my room at my parents' was like 3rd floor and had a pretty big window. So, you know, if it's summer, you're getting up early. Well, early-ish, whether you like it or not. Like, I feel like in this room down here, I've slept in until, like, you know, 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon. That would never happen to my parents. Partly probably because they would come and wake me up first. But, like, even if I was the only one home, like, even if they weren't home at all to wake me up, I feel like that would never happen because the light would just be too powerful, you know? And also the warmth, I guess. At least when there's, like, sunlight, it gives it a bit of warmth. So you don't feel like getting out of bed is difficult. My old apartment, they used to have, like, a steam engine generator thing in the basement, and the heat was unlimited and free, so it was always warm enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, I've never lived somewhere where I solely had, well, except for Japan. That was the only time I had, like, full control over my thermostat. But even with Japan, my room was always too cold because I kept forgetting. Because I'd never been in a place where I had to be in charge of my own thermostat, I kind of forgot that I needed to turn on the heat. Because, like, I think, like, for what we had installed in our rooms, it wasn't really a thermostat, but it was just like a heating and cooling unit. So it worked quite well. It would heat the room, and it would cool down the room when necessary. However, you had to turn it on. Like, I don't think there was a setting that would let you, like, have it, like, you know, the same way here that, like, you kind of have it set for a certain time where it's like, oh yeah, at 6 a.m. start blasting the heat because that's when people are getting out of bed. They didn't really have that. So yeah, it was cold when I would get up, and I'm like, I can't believe it's cold when I didn't turn on the heat. Summer morning sucks actually because there's no morning calm or dark, but also my blinds are down at night. Yeah, I mean, okay, actually one time when having the big window does kind of suck is because there was a tree right in front of that window, so there'd be some times of year, like usually around May, maybe June sometimes, where like I would wake up and it would be like really early in the morning. It would be like 5 in the morning, but like the sun is up because it's spring summer, and there's birds, and the birds are just like chirping at full volume, and I can't fall back asleep, not just really because of the sun, but because of the birds. I saw this fascinating PSA post from Japanese people last summer how it only cost them $3 a day to set their aircon to be a comfortable temperature and don't bother just trying to sweat out the heat. Yeah, well, I think that's like, I guess save electricity is something that's like, didn't they have to run something like that in like the UK as well? Of like telling people like, if it's hot, like turn on the air conditioning, don't open the windows, like try to let the breeze in because the breeze is just gonna make everything hot again. But yeah, they're loud. But yeah, maybe it has to do more with like, I guess a lot of people have like save electricity just like burned into them from a young age. But it's like, no, sometimes the electricity is necessary. I guess also too, I imagine both, well, I know Japan has an issue with like the houses aren't terribly well insulated because they don't really need to be, usually. But yeah, it's like a social attitude towards suffering more than the next person. That's how the British said it. I don't know, but like in terms of like the actual buildings themselves, I remember reading somewhere as well that like buildings in the UK, especially old ones, were like specifically built to keep in heat, but not really built to keep in cool air. Whereas like, I don't know, because I think about the houses here and like they're pretty well insulated, partly so that we don't freeze in the winter, but like they're still insulated pretty well for air conditioning. At least, I mean, I don't know, maybe our areas are just newer too. Because like, I remember one year, my family, we went to Montreal, and that week there was like a massive heat wave. And there was like, I remember we went to the mall, and the mall was super busy. And we're like, why is the mall so busy? And the answer was that for a lot of people, if they live in a house that's old enough, they just don't have air conditioning because they just like were not built with that in mind. So the mall was air conditioned, and that's why everybody was at the mall. Yeah. If you don't let in heat, the houses in Europe will retain cold. Okay, so they're also pretty well insulated. Temperatures also used to be lower. Yeah, probably that too. And also probably like, I don't know, I guess like between heat stroke and like hypothermia, I feel like maybe historically cold, like things being too cold were probably more of a danger than things being too hot, you know? Yeah, how's your day been? Otherwise, okay. Very normal. Whenever Boston got hot, I basically died. Boston? Does Boston have like, well, I guess it has old buildings. I don't know a lot about Boston. I think Harvard is there. Like, I've met people who live in Boston. I know Boston is historically important. I think they put tea in the harbor at some point. Old buildings, not a lot of AC. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. But yeah, thankfully Boston has the river blowing a breeze. Yeah, is Boston like a coastal city? Like, is it? Forget. Like, is it along the coast, the Atlantic coast? It's a port city. Okay, so it is, like, it does have the, like, moderate temperature buff. Yeah, the Boston Tea Party. That I know what that is. They dumped a bunch of tea in the harbor. That's a thing. What else did Boston do? Harvard is there. I think that's where the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody took place. I think the hotel in that show was in Boston. I wonder why they picked Boston. What a weirdly specific thing to pick. Molasses flood. Oh, was that Boston? I knew about it. I thought it was another city, but maybe I was mixing it up with something else. It has the most hated NHL team, I'm told. I'm sure that is there any? I'm despite being Canadian, I do not follow hockey. Is there anybody here who follows hockey who can verify this claim? I remember that show. I've been to that hotel. Wait, the hotel is real? Oh, I guess probably there's probably like the outside of the hotel is probably based on a real one. Is the Tipton Hotel real? It's real? Are you messing with me? Are you messing with me? Hold on. Tipton Hotel. Okay. I searched the Tipton Hotel, but like all I'm getting is results about like it's like the Wikipedia page for the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Okay, let's try Tipton Hotel real. The exterior shots for the series... Okay, this is the AI summary, so this is probably not correct, but the exterior shots for the series were filmed using the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver in Vancouver, Canada. Additionally, the show's fictional Boston address corresponds to the real-life Fairmont Copley Plaza. What is the Fairmont Copley Plaza? Okay, so it is a real hotel. It is a real hotel. And what does the Fairmont look like? I'm not certain. Is that the real one? It doesn't really look like how I remember. But yeah. Would not be surprised if it was filmed in Vancouver, tax breaks and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of stuff is filmed in Vancouver. I mean, I imagine the indoor shots are probably filmed like wherever their studio was. But I could see like the outside shots. Because like, I feel like for the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, they reused a lot of the outdoor shots. Like, I seem to remember like, because like the outdoor shots were usually just to establish the location, right? It's the thing sitcoms do where they're like, okay, we need to show that the characters are at a restaurant, so we're gonna have like, you know, a bunch of shots of the outside of the restaurant, and then we like, we are now in the restaurant with the characters, right? So I'm assuming they probably had like 5 shots total of of the actual hotel, and then they just like kept editing around with those. All right, I said once the ads are done, we Zelda, which means I need to keep to my word. Yeah, show, place USA, oops, Canada. I remember seeing a post a while back about how, like, people being like, oh yeah, here's the thing that takes place in New York, and then you can see, like, something blatantly Canadian in the background. Like, there'll be, like, a Shoppers Drug Mart or an LCBO or something. Like, something just, like, a blatantly Canadian. Have you ever watched The Departed? I have not. Does it do this? Is there a Shoppers Drug Mart in New York? Oops, it's Toronto. Oops, it's Vancouver again. No, it's just a famous Boston movie. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a huge movie person. If you say, have you seen Thing? There's like an 80% chance I have not seen it. All right, let's go to Zelda. Let's go to gaming. Actually, let me check something before we jump to gaming, because I need to check if did I turn on the gaming? Gaming. Hold on, I need to turn on the gaming. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's go gaming. Please acknowledge my controllers. Alright. First we need to pull out last year's, why did I say last year's? Last week's letter. Hold on. No, it's WordPad I need, not Notepad. Here we go. Has Eggy watched any Miyazaki film? Hard Mode, aside from Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle? I have watched My Neighbor Totoro. I have watched, well, it's not Miyazaki, but it is Ghibli. I did watch, The Tale of Princess Kaguya. Which, again, if we're going to count that, sure. I have watched The Castle of Cagliostro. What else have I watched? I remember, like, there was, when I was in high school at some point, my friends were like, okay, we're gonna watch as many Ghibli movies as we possibly can. So they would just, like, we would all, like, meet up at someone's house, and somebody would bring, like, 6 DVDs with them. And we'd try to get through as many as we could. I'm a fan of Kiki's Delivery Service. I haven't watched it in a long time. See, my experience with Kiki's Delivery Service was that when I was a kid at the library, they used to have, you know how they used to, like, make, like, those, like, movie manga where they would just, like, make, like, comics by, like, screenshotting the movie and adding in speech bubbles of the dialogue? So they used to have those of, like, all the most popular Ghibli movies. And I remember I borrowed the Kiki's Delivery Service one. And I read it, and I was like, I like this. And then I found out, oh, it's a movie. And then I borrowed it, and I think I watched it in the car on, like, a road trip. And I think, yeah, I didn't have headphones in. So I remember, like, I was just watching it. It was, like, the English dub, I think. And I remember my parents were just like, aren't you a bit old for this? And so now that's the memory I have associated with Kiki's Delivery Service, is being asked if I'm too old for this. All right. Let's see what I was doing last week, though. Dear Eggy, today we did the Ice Cavern. Now we have the heavy boots and the blue tunic that looks like it's made out of jeans, so now we can walk around underwater with relatively little issues. Nice and good. Now that we've thawed out the Zora King, we should unfortunately begin making our way to the water temple. Oh, is that what I have to do this week? Do your best. Okay. Eggy work is still going pretty well. I survived the super cold week, and although it's supposed to get pretty cold again this weekend, I think we might be out of the worst of it. Keep doing your best. I hope you hear back from the other thing you applied for. I have not, but thank you for your kind wishes, past Eggy. Baxter Crook would like to be reminded to find the Jade Monkey before the next full moon. Zelda would like to be reminded to not give up. Audio Vandal would like to be reminded to do their reading on syntax. Punkation would like to know if they correctly predicted another F-Zero drought in the Nintendo Direct. Also, happy Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, that's this weekend. Uphill would like to remind me to watch the Nintendo Direct. I did watch the Nintendo Direct. Ex-Ponric would like to be reminded to remember what they needed to be reminding themselves of. Nanoda wants to be reminded to do mahjong exercises. Also, happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Uma. Have a nice and good week, or 2. It's only been 1 week. We're good. From Eggy. Thank you, Eggy. So, I guess we have to, unfortunately, I never figured out what I needed to be reminded to do. I don't know, you're the one who sent yourself the reminder, was it? I did drop my car off to get tires today, so I can pretend it was that. You know, it was probably that. That sounds important. Some other ones I watched are Laputa. I forget how it's pronounced. Laputa? I rewatched it recently, quote unquote recently, and apparently I fell asleep mid-movie as a kid. And The Cat Returns. Oh yeah, I did watch The Cat Returns a while back. I can't remember why, though. That's the thing. Because there's some movies that I remember I watched them because it was part of me and my friends' like Ghibli marathon, and that's where I watched them. I think there was also one other few that because like here in Canada, pretty much all the Ghibli movies are on Netflix. So I think when they got added, there was a few I watched then. But then there's like a whole bunch of other ones where I'm like, I know I watched this. I can't remember why. Oh, right. I still can't jump fences. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right. I have a song to go to the water temple, don't I? There's a song for this. A down, right, right, left. I know I'm gonna need a reminder to charge my Apple Pen. I got all my references together and pen died. No! Pen died? Isn't that like creepypasta? Like about the Haunted Majora's Mask cartridge? Yeah. Totoro and Spirited Away are my childhood ones. I have a soft spot for Totoro. Yeah, I think... Again, it's weird to say, but like, all the ones I experienced were all from like... the really like poorly made movie manga. That's where I experienced most of these for the first time, and then I watched them later and I'm like, ah, that's how they're supposed to look. No! But yeah, I never watched Totoro. Yeah, I did. Again, I can't remember when. I'm sure it was part of our Ghibli marathon. Like, I know for sure that's when I watched Tale of Princess Kaguya. And that's when I watched Castle of Cagliostro. What else did we watch during those? Probably Howl's Moving Castle. But like, I've watched that one on my own afterwards as well. I don't know, is it basic taste to say that Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite Ghibli movie? Like, I know it's not, like, illegal to do that, but is it considered, like, basic taste? I did watch Oh, Princess Mononoke! That was the other one we watched during the marathons. I think we were going to watch Porco Rosso eventually, and then we didn't. And to this day, I have still not seen it. I know I have the power to change that at any time, but still. All the options are basic, that's the whole point of Ghibli. Well, I don't know, it's more just like, you know, in the same way that like, if someone's like, oh, my favorite Disney movie is Frozen, you're like, oh, that's a basic choice. But if someone's like, oh, my favorite movie is Hunchback of Notre Dame, then you're like, oh, okay, that's an interesting choice, please tell me more. Like, there are like normal ones to have, and then there's like ones where you're like, oh, really? Huh? Okay. Yeah, I watched Mononoke in theaters recently. Oh, yeah, because they do, like, every so often they do, like, re-releases, right? I feel like they do this pretty often. Okay, I know they told me, I know the water temple is somewhere around here. Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm not very smart. I forgot that I can wear big boots now. I can put on big boots. Can't even describe more accurately without being vulgar. Look, we're all adults here. We're all adults here. Alright. Let's go clank, 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 clank. And breathe underwater forever. I love the sound that it makes when you run. Like bonk, 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 bonk. You know about the Tanuki screwdrums, right? Yes. Because it is... I mean, I think even in real life is kind of in real life. I mean, like tanuki are real animals, so as far as I know, that like it's just part of like tanuki. I can't even say lore because they're real animals. Like it's not like kappas where it's like, oh, this is a like fictional creature. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I'm assuming I need to shoot this diamond thing above. Oh wait, no, the hookshot works underwater? For what purpose? For this purpose. But you get so much exercise walking underwater in weighted boots. Oh my god, yeah. This is like advanced aquafit. Okay, remove boot. Alright. Normal weight boots. I think in the 3DS version they made it easier to swap the boots on and off. Yeah, I think we were talking about this last stream. Okay. I'm already seeing things that will probably go on to annoy me later. Hold on. There we go. Am I not close enough? Oh, what? I don't know, this might not be so bad. I like using the hookshot. It is silly. I like using the hookshot to go places. I don't like using it as a weapon because I feel it's a little slow. But I do like when I have to use the hookshot, like, to, like, move. I like it as a form of movement. I don't think I like it as, Am I not close enough to the edge? Nope, okay. Yeah, I don't really like it as a weapon. Yo, Eggy, hello, Thai Games, hello. You're going to have to bear with me as I... Wait, hold on a second. Why am I trying to hookshot? He knows how to swim. I forgot that he can do that. Despite recently entering the temple in this manner. Alright. Clank, clank, clank. Do you have boots? Of course I have boots. Hold on, I probably shouldn't pull this out all the way. I don't think I'll be able to get back if I do. To explore. I have to be exploring a bit more. Okay. Okay, maybe I do need to pull it out all the way. I guess well, now that I think of it, I can head back to the surface, so I can probably go all the way around. Yeah, I don't think I'm, like, stuck or anything. As long as you are thoughtful, it will be fine. Well, I think you're expecting a bit much of me there. I think you're expecting a bit much. Okay, like, I feel like that probably did something. I'm just not really sure what. Is there any merit to going all the way to the bottom here? Is there any merit to doing that? Why did they put the door there? How foolish. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm assuming I need to put something here. Went to college twice, possibly a third time. You can do it. Yeah, but I didn't study gaming. But oh, you. If I'm right, Eggy? You're Eggy, aren't you? I don't know if I should give her, like, a new voice, because I don't think the voice I was giving her before suits her anymore. You're Eggy, aren't you? It's me, your fiance. Oh, right, I forgot. Forgot about that. Ruto, the princess of the Zoras. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. Me? This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Eggy, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? I didn't even propose. What are you talking about? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me, quickly. Okay. Oh god, I don't know if can I take off the boots fast enough? Is she gonna slow down for me? She does not strike me as the kind of person who would slow down for me. Oh god, where'd she go? She up here? Hello? Hello? She's gone forever, don't worry about it. Okay, maybe she's through this door here. Uh-oh. Oh, cool. Oh! Oh. Okay. Oh god, okay. They're not difficult, I just need to get better at timing. I also don't care for that noise. Okay. Girls give you 1 sacred stone and now you're engaged. I don't know. It's the Zora tradition. She had both stones on her earrings. How'd she give it to us when she has it? I don't know. Maybe she took, like, the 1 stone and, like, split it in 2 or something. That was not a joke. You won't see her in this dungeon again. I hope you enjoyed your only interaction. Wait, so she's like, oh, I'll show you around, and then she just leaves? She just abandons you there? I mean, I guess maybe she's mad at you for leaving for 7 years. In my defense, I was, like, trapped in the spirit realm or something. I was doing push-ups in the spirit realm so that I would be nice and strong when I turn 17. She's a fish with mammal breasts and the stone is your only concern? I don't know. Mermaids have existed for long enough. Can't get too hung up on this. Okay. Let's put on these clankers. Oh goodness. Okay, hold on. Oh goodness, there's gonna be some timing going on here. Okay. Okay, swim. Okay. Oh, I see something that looks explodable. Do bombs work underwater? It's gonna be so... I think it'd be kind of dumb if they did. Oh, thank God. I was worried that they would work underwater, and I'm like, no. I just don't think that's a good idea. What about the... Okay, the hand... Okay, so it looks like the hook shot is the only thing that works down here. Curious. I guess we'll have to go back up. Do bomb shoes work underwater? Maybe, but I think it's kind of irrelevant right now because, Oh wait, no, this is where I was before. It's kind of irrelevant because I don't have any right now. I haven't unlocked them yet. Oh boy, I can't wait to light these torches on fire. Which is something I can definitely do down here. I can't even break these pots. Are you worried, like... What are they worried is going to happen? Like... I can't even use my sword down here. Like, what did they expect me to do? Oh, hey, okay. Oh, I think I understand what I need to do now. Okay. Fire in the water. Why? Precisely. Water egg. I mean, I am pretty good at swimming. Okay, can I get over there? Yes. No. Nope, okay. Back to the water. With clink clank boots. Okay. See, I don't think... Oh, I think I remember what I need to do. Okay. Here we go. Egg on the water. I mean... That's what you gotta do if you want to poach an egg. To poach an egg, you have to have the egg in the water, and then you have to do some weirdly specific technique so that there's not, like, fragments of egg going everywhere. I don't know, I'm not good at making poached eggs. I think I've maybe successfully... The only time I've successfully made them has been, like, swirl it up. I don't know, I've tried that. It doesn't work very well. Can I not push it? Wait, did I just block myself off completely? Why would the game let me do that? Myself. Did I soft lock myself? Something about adding vinegar in the water and swirling. I've tried both of those things, and neither of them worked very well. I'll be honest. And the other thing with adding vinegar is that, like, there's only so much you can add before your egg also starts to taste like vinegar, which is, like, not the ideal outcome of that, you know? No, you haven't soft locked. Okay, it's just like this? this is just what it's like. I think you actually can soft lock in this dungeon. Maybe you should have some save states just in case. Well, if that's the case, I'm like... Because, like, I tried to push the rock, and it, like, didn't work. You just haven't figured out the mechanic yet. Yeah, because, like, the rock is stuck. I cannot push the block in any direction. Okay, hold on. I'm booting up. What do I hear? Have I been in here before? I think I have. Oh no, I have not. I don't remember seeing those guys. What happens if you get attacked underwater? Do you just have to, like, hope for the best? I guess you can use the hook shot. I still find it really weird that you can't use your sword underwater. Whoa! Can I not get out of here? Oh, wait, hold on. Am I just stuck there? You can hookshot, okay. Hold on, how do I go back? Cause I need milk. I need milk before those guys get to me. I think I still have a little bit left. Okay, I have half a milk's worth of milk. I'll probably need to go back for more at some point. Can I drink my milk underwater? Or is it just gonna spill everywhere? I can't drink milk underwater, oh my god. Uh-oh, no, 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 spiky, no spiky, no spiky, no spiky, no spiky. No spiky. No spider. No spiky. Just need to go back up to the surface so I can drink my milk. Okay. Yummy milk. Alright. You need to change your boots so many times. Yeah! Well, I mean, that's what I was complaining about earlier when I was saying, I'm like, you gotta go to the menu. Again, I was told in a remaster for the 3DS, they fixed this. Although that just makes me wonder why they thought it was a good idea to do it that way in the first place. Alright. I just need to use more hookshot, that's all. Hookshot everything. Maybe not that. Probably no point in hookshotting this, considering I can just, like, swim there. And also, I don't have a key. Blah. In fairness, this was the first 3D Zelda that hadn't figured out 3D movement. A 3DS remaster could fix me. We need the Zully 3DS remaster. EGGY on the Nintendo 3DS. Okay. What if we go back in here? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Alright. Zully 3DS. Why did I not think of this one? New username just dropped. Oops, no, 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 no. Ah, I forgot about these guys. Okay, hold on. Why do they follow you? For what purpose? Aw, oh, man, I hope I would sink fast enough. I've been stuck in here 10 years, they want company. They have each other! What are you on about? Okay. Oh, was this was the place I couldn't hookshot to? Or wait, can I hookshot there from the water? Okay, I guess not. And the big spiky teeth. Are we certain I can't hookshot here? Like, I feel like I'm like, is this unhookshotable, or am I just not standing close enough to the ledge, you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. I read hookshot as honkshu. I have slept too much today. Ugh. Wish that were me. You need a quote-unquote longer hookshot. Does that exist, or are you just making stuff up? You like a hookshot extension cord? It does indeed exist. Okay, good to know. There is a cannon extension cord for your honkshu? Oh, okay. So we can be honkshu. Wish I could be doing honkshu. And me and the like. Many men would kill for the item Link will get. A honkshu? A nap? I mean, I wouldn't mind that myself. I mean, I am at work, I sit in front of the spreadsheets, and I feel like going honkshu. But alas, that is not permitted. No, 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 no. Okay, because I can't go there yet, because that needs a key. But... curious. Okay, it looks like I can't go over there either. Uh-oh. Well, I need to take these off anyway. Okay. The place Ruto led you to was a step in the right direction. Okay. Is this the surface? Yeah, this is the surface again. I guess I can go through here again. I'm sure speedrunners have developed some kind of like insane strategy for taking these on and off. Okay, so I can't move this thing forwards or backwards. Good to know. Thanks. Okay. Speedrunners don't even bother with the water temple. Is it like, it's not optional, is it? Or is there like some way to bypass it? Oh, right! Yeah, with the, you can wrong warp straight from the Deku Tree to the final battle. Oh, yeah, I remember reading about that. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Look at these people having to actually play the rest of the game. No, but like, I'm sure there's gotta be like no glitch speedruns, right? There has to be somebody just being like, okay, you're gonna play the game normally, but just as fast as possible, right? Ugh. For me, exposure to speedruns is so natural. I read about that. Seems incredibly unusual. No, but I'm pretty sure... Okay, I remember as a kid, because I know that, like, the wall glitch, like, that lets you skip, like, the entire game has been around for a long time. I think... I'm trying to remember where I read. Because I read about it as a kid. Like, before I even knew what Ocarina of Time was, I remember reading about it. And I think it might have been in, like, the Guinness Book of World Records or something. Of all places. I don't remember what it was, why it was there, though. I don't remember why it was there. Okay, so we can't go in through there. So it must have been through the bottom. Clank, 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 clank. The glitchless record is 3 hours, 35 minutes, 21 seconds. Wow. They exist, but it can be problematic because it can be hard to distinguish what is and isn't a glitch. Ah, I see. Bragging Gregging. Hello, Neil. Hello. Was this the room she took us into? I don't actually remember how to get to the room that she was in. Did you ever watch a GDQ, Eggy? No, but I'm familiar with what one is. I'm familiar with the concept. This wasn't it, because I don't think... It didn't have teeth. It's the rooms with torches in front. Thank you! As opposed to an exploit, for example, which is using an intended mechanic in an unintended way. Ah. But then you have like the you know, people who are like, oh, it's a feature, not a bug. Then it's like, okay, where does that fall into? Torches. Torches? Was it down here? Oh, no, it was over here. Oh, right. Okay. I'm in the right place now. And it looks like I can't get back into there anyway, even if I wanted to. Which means that we can exit. Because remember there was this floor. And then there was up here. What was through this door? There was a chest. Oh right, because she was in... She wasn't in here, but like... So I'm assuming I have to like sink down to one of the other floors. Why can't I move? Okay. Alright. Navi wants you to look at something? Where? Was it this? Is it this crack in the wall? Well, that's our only weapon, and we're all out of ideas. The wall has a Triforce symbol. Ah, okay, one more floor up. Oh, whoops, up? Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Those who wish to open the path, sleeping at the bottom of the lake, must play the song passed down by the royal family. Do I have to play it here or at the bottom of the lake? I guess I can try to play it here. Can't hurt. Triangle. It's the sleeping song. Oh, okay. Now, how do we jump down there without dying? Is the question. Please tell me there's still water at the... No. Okay. Okay, so we dodge it. His knees are safe. His knees are safe for now, so we got that going for him. Alright. Now it's time for oops all hook shots. And running from those guys. Oh, interesting. Do these get less flat? Okay, there's gotta be something I can hook shot. Somewhere. Look. Oh, wait a second. There we go. That's what I was trying to accomplish. Here we go. Oh, whoops. Okay. So where does this take us? If we put on our big boy boots. Have we been here before? Oh wait, no, maybe we have. It'll be different now that there's less water. Oh, wait a second, we've been here before. There was spikes. Ah. I remember this. Where'd the spider go? I'm a little nervous now. Okay. Well, not our problem. You know, I should probably make a save state just in case. I'm getting nervous. I thought that door was gonna lock on me. I legitimately thought that door was gonna lock on me. I got scared. I got afraid. I'm learning. See, that's something I'm capable of doing. See, I can learn. But I can also sit here and go, whee! He's doing the thing that you do with your friends at, like, the pool when you're a kid. Where they have everybody, like, move in a circle so that the water starts moving, and then everybody, like, let's go the wall, and everyone goes wee at the same time. Toilet room? Toilet room. I know actually at Aquafit classes, there was one instructor who would sometimes, like, he would do that. He would have everybody, like, do one certain exercise while walking in a circle in one direction, and then you would switch it up so that you have, like, additional water resistance once you start moving the other way. I'm getting tired. I could pull it together at 4 a.m. is approaching. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's only 9:32 here, but I'm already sleepy. But that is my own problem. You should be sleeping. You should be asleep. In bed. Under blankets. Good night. We did that once in an above-ground pool. The current ripped off the ladder. Like, how hard were you moving? Or maybe there was a lot of people. How many friends did you have? Okay. Clank, 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 clank. Can we climb up this? I don't think we can. No problem. There we go. And now we should be able to get to there. Or at least hit this. From here. And now we just have to beat these things. That I'm now stuck in a corner with. Oh god, why am I blind? I'm dying to oysters. I'm dying to oysters. I'm so glad I made a save point. I'm so glad I made a save point there. I will be asleep in bed under blankets. Good night. Good night. You can use a hookshot on oysters. Yeah, I probably should have thought of that. I probably should have been smarter and used my EGGY brain. There we go. Okay, let's use the hookshot on oysters. First, let's use the hookshot on diamonds. Then let's use the hookshot on hooks. And now we will use the hookshot on clams. Oh, I guess you gotta wait for them to, like, show their weak spot. Its internal muscle is its weak point. I would have never guessed. How do I unhook my shot? I can't unfocus. It won't let me. I'm pressing the button. It won't let me unfocus. I can't even put away my hook shot. It won't let me. I think it's hold back. Hold back and Z. Press it again? I'm doing all my usual ways of putting it down. Wonder if I swap it out of my inventory, can I even do that? Okay. There we go, but I can't unfocus on it. Why do you need to put it away? So that I can move away and, like... Because I can't go back. Link won't stop looking at it. He's fixated on it. I can't shoot at anything else. That's really weird. Is this not supposed to happen? Like, I can't. Why? He just cannot stop thinking about the oysters that he cannot hit. New glitch just dropped? Did I just discover a new glitch? You should be able to unlock onto things. I'm doing all the usual buttons. I think. Hold on. Do the back buttons not do anything? Okay. So usually change controls. Usually it's like you gotta use like the ZR. Oh, you can change the controls now? That's new. Yeah, Z targeting, look forward. Yeah, see, I can do this. I can't get rid of it. Usually pressing this. Like, I'm pressing ZR, which usually, like, untargets. I can't untarget. I can only target something else. And I can't look away. We found a new bug? You're pressing ZL. Yes, I'm pressing ZL, and this is the only thing that's happening. If I press ZR, which usually unselects things, nothing happens. This is regular R, which just pulls up the shield. Regular L doesn't do anything except pull up the map. Pressing it while holding back. Oh? Think? Oh, I think we fixed it. That was weird. That was strange and unusual. That was very strange and unusual. Something the game testers had no issue with. How old is this game again? Like 30 years or something? Okay. Okay, now am I... That's weird. Older than you. Yes. It is, I'm aware. You don't have to remind me. I can't get it from here, can I? That's not something I can do. Oh, whoops. Hold on, I'm getting toilet flushed. No! Term 28, actually. That's not quite 30. I was alive when this came out. Why do I feel my mortality suddenly? I don't know. I still feel when I look at people's IDs, I keep forgetting because, like, somebody who turns 21 this year, they would have been born in 2004, right? Which feels incorrect. In my mind, like... 2005 was 20... Oh, no, yeah, the people from 2005 are turning 21 this year. The people from 2004 are already 21. Ugh. Waiting for the Ocarina of Time remaster or remake for the 30th anniversary. Did they not already have the 3DS one, though? Or do people just pretend that one doesn't exist? But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess it's weird because it's like... I don't know. Eggy's sister was born in 2001, and as far as I'm concerned, nobody was ever born after that. Nobody was born after that. Anybody born after that is a teenager in high school. What do you mean you are finishing your university degree? No, you're not. That's illegal. Or maybe you are just a very smart child. Very impressive. Good for you. Okay, well, we got one of them. Now we have to deal with it. Why is it... I'm gonna get killed by crabs again, aren't I? Come on. Open up, open up. Nah! Eggy's sister mentioned when is her debut. I don't know. Potential subathon goal. DS is stuck in limbo, and some games sometimes remake and remaster more than once. True. They're saving it for the Switch 2 or something. My brother was born in 2005, and I still think he's just 12. Yeah, because in my mind, somebody who was born in 2005 should be, like, maybe not 12, but, like, 15, you know? Somebody born in 2005 should not be, you know, in post-secondary education, you know? A friend of mine has 2 kids, and he was born in 2002. Well, like, yeah, if you're 2002, you're 20... You're 24 this year. No, you're not. You always say subathon goal, but never do subathons. The subathon is more of a conceptual thing. I'm sure I'll do one someday. But, I don't know. If I do one, I want it to be for, like, a specific goal. Okay. I should at least bait them out, right? So I can not have to go back and do that again. Well, okay. American tax returns are coming in. You should sue. Well, okay. I don't think I'm gonna pay that much taxes. But yeah. What EGGY actually yearns for is an event week, but since cool content has to be focused around subathons. Well, I don't know. Because sometimes I think about subathons, I'm like... I mean, tax returns. I'm gonna get money back. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Well, because I'm trying to think. I always thought subathon season was January. Because I remember, like, January and September. Because I know September, Twitch does, like, the thing where subs cost less. So people are like, well, if you're already being incentivized to buy, then... But I also know in January some people would do subathons, or at least big events, because, like, January is kind of like a dead time. It's known to be kind of a dead time for, general online viewing, and... Because, like, that's the whole thing on YouTube, too, is that, like, ad revenue apparently is worse in January. Because I remember when, like... It hasn't happened in a few years, but I remember back when, like, December used to be video essay season. I remember. Like, November, December used to be video essay season. Come on. Am I too slow? What's wrong with me? I can't even see if it's opening its mouth or not. There we go. Okay, we got one. We just have to deal with the annoying beeping so we can get the other. It's fine. Like I said before, I was rudely interrupted. Schmig. Hello. Hello, Plague Maker. What temple are you on? Unfortunately... Oiter. Yeah, no one pays for ads after Christmas. Because, yeah, I remember, like, it used to be that, like, video essay season was, like, November, December. Because that's when, like, especially for the kinds of people who would make, like, one really long video, like, once a year. Usually, if you're trying to strategize for times, then, like, that's the time to do it, you know? I'm not gonna make it. Oh, okay, no, maybe I will. Unfortunately, I didn't think this through. Oh, now you can surf. Oh, wait. I can surface? Whoa. I hope this is not going to be something. I'm going to be so mad if there's going to be like a thing up here that kills me. There better be like 1 billion hearts in that chest. Man. Do you think the Zelda movie will adapt the annoying beeping noise when Link is close to death? Yeah, we're gonna have like... Maybe they can factor it into the soundtrack. Like there'll just be like a scene where like Link just like barely makes it out of somewhere, and they'll just have like the violins going da-da, 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 da-da. Drink your milk? I don't have any left. That was the last of my milk that I had earlier. I can't eat anything else. Deku nuts are apparently not edible. Okay, what? Something just opened. I don't know where. Oh, it's the room downstairs. Whoops. I don't know. I feel like... Do we have a song that, like, warps us out of the temple? Because, like, I'm sure we can just come back later, right? Can we? Does the water level reset if you leave and come back? Not sure. Because, like, I mean, probably does. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to put it back, right? You keep your progress. Yeah, that I know. That I know. Because I'm, like, tempted to, like, just warp out and go to the ranch and get milk. Because I feel like if I try to continue the way I am now, it is not going to end well. You know? I think it will end poorly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. A down, right, left. Okay. I need my milk. Link is like the opposite of lactose intolerant. He's like so tolerant of the lactose that like if he doesn't get it, then he just like doesn't know what to do with himself. Horse song, cow get milk. Right, yeah, horse song, cow get milk. Thank you. Omelette du fromage. Yeah, I mean... Okay, apparently I was told this is unusual, but like... When I was a kid, my mom would always make scrambled eggs by like she would beat the eggs, but then she would pour milk into it. And I was told at a later age that apparently this was not normal. Because like mixing milk with your beaten eggs before you pour it into the pan, it makes them fluffier, right? She would what? Yeah, she would like, because like for scrambled eggs, instead of like just cracking the egg directly into the pan and then scrambling it there, she would like beat the eggs beforehand. She would have like, you know, a bowl, and she would put some egg and she would put some milk, and then she would beat it a little bit, and then put it into the pan and then scramble it. And I was under the impression this is how everybody made scrambled eggs, and apparently I was wrong. Can I get my horse out here? Or am I too far? Scrambled eggs is more of a butter thin thing. Butter? Yeah, but that's for the pan. That's different. Wouldn't putting butter in your scrambled eggs just make them like really like greasy and dense? Because I remember, like I was talking to a friend when I was in high school, because I'm like, oh yeah, for scrambled eggs you gotta like mix milk with the egg, and she's like, what are you talking about? Because yeah, apparently like when her mom would make scrambled eggs, she would just like mix, like she just do the egg straight, like nothing added. There we go. Okay. Sometimes I put olive oil in the pan to make eggs if I'm feeling fancy. I don't know. I used to do that, but like, I don't know why. I feel like olive oil... Maybe I'm just turning the heat up too high when I make eggs, but I feel like olive oil just like... The egg sticks to the pan. Like, the olive oil does not do its job as oil, you know? Oops. Am I stupid? Hold on. There we go. I feel like drinking milk now. Milk. Eggs on low medium, probably the best. Yeah, I think I just have a habit of setting everything too high in the first place. I made teriyaki chicken again last night. But I feel like I maybe overcooked it a bit, actually, because, like, the recipe said, like, because basically the process of making it, right, is, like, you make your sauce, and then you score your chicken thighs a bit, and then you put the chicken in the pan on one side, and then you let it cook on that side for, like, 5 minutes. And then after that, you have to, like, flip them. And then you have to, like, let it steam. Like, you turn the heat to low and you let it steam. But I feel like mine just got, like, sizzle. Like, they were sizzling on both sides. Like, I wouldn't say that the other side really steamed. Because it was, like... Like, it was... It was too hot. The pan was still... I think I set it to... Because the recipe said medium-high. But I think I probably set it closer to high than I did to medium. I made turkey burritos. Yummy. Yeah, last week I was making mapo tofu. It's actually not that complicated to make. The only thing is that the sauce for mapo tofu, at least the recipe I was using, has like just a huge amount of ingredients. I think I was talking about this earlier this week. Just like you need like so many ingredients to make mapo tofu for the just the sauce, because the actual meal itself is pretty much just like garlic, ginger, ground pork, tofu. But like the sauce has like 6 ingredients. Like I look at my counter after making it, and there's just like a bajillion bottles lined up there, and I'm like, okay. Because it's like, okay, you need this like chili sauce, and then you need soy sauce, and then you need mirin, and then you need... Well, I guess you don't really need a bottle for water, but, and then you... What else do you need? What else did I use? Oh, oyster sauce. So let's... Hold on. Soy sauce, mirin, chili, oyster sauce. That's like 4 things right there. Water. I feel like there's one more ingredient I'm forgetting. But yeah, there's like too many. Yeah. Oh, hello, Brace. Meatloaf is one of my faves. I usually have it for my birthday because ground beef is too expensive to waste on one thing. I don't know, maybe I have like the taste of a child, but like, I have never liked meatloaf. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just not my mom's strong point, but it's weird because it's like, I like Hamburg steaks. Like, maybe it's like the big meat versus the small meat. Maybe it's like when it's a loaf, I don't care for it, but somehow when it's like smaller individual loaves, then I'm like, yeah, this is good. I like that. Yeah, we put rice in ours to combine it all, diced onions too. Yeah, I don't know. Again, the only meatloaf memory I have is the one time that my mom made a meatloaf, and then afterwards, after she made it, she was like, wait, none of you should eat this. And we're like, why? And she's like, I just realized I mixed up paprika and cayenne powder. So this meatloaf is gonna be way too spicy for any of you to eat. Because like, I think my mom is probably the one in the family who has highest spice tolerance, but she was just like realizing her mistake. She's like, do not eat this. I will make something else. I will make something else. She's like, I don't know. She could eat it. She could eat it. But she's like, yeah, I don't know about the rest of you. Taste of a child. You tell me to eat your greens. I don't know. It's just like, did you still try? I think I took like one bite and I'm like, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. It's just like meatloaf to me is like, yeah, again, somehow when it's Hamburg steaks, when it's like smaller loaves of meat, I'm fine. But like the big meatloaf, maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I also don't care for shepherd's pie. Maybe I'm just like, but I'm not like anti-casserole. I'm not like against casseroles as a concept. But underage thing to add to meatloaf or sauce. I don't know, isn't like, you could do much more childish. You could add like ketchup. What about cottage pie? I don't know what that is. Is that like some variant of shepherd's pie with like a different meat? Or... yeah. I have a giant spice tolerance. I'm usually happy with the biggest of spice, but I don't like my meatloaf spicy, just sweet and salty. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to improve my spice tolerance. I'm trying to improve it. I bought the other day, I bought one of the Bulldog hot sauces. I bought like the Bulldog Carbonara one. I was not expecting it to taste just like straight up Bulldog sauce. Like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like spicy hot sauce. But no, it literally just tastes like if you took the noodles, like if you made a packet of Bulldog noodles with the sauce and you just like made the noodles disappeared. It just tastes like that, but in a bottle. Which is good, but also I'm just like, I'm trying to improve my spice tolerance. I'm working on it. I'll get there someday. I think I'm better at it than I used to be. The last time I went out for Korean food, I did not struggle at all, so I think I've made some leeway. It's great to add to dishes you're cooking. Braised pork is probably the best to add it to. Yeah, I'll have to look into that because like I was trying to think of like ideas for what I could use it with. Because like I know you can just put it on stuff. I feel like the carbonara one would probably be good on like pizza because it has that kind of like creamy taste to it. I'm like, I feel like it would be good on pizza, but unfortunately I don't have pizza very often, so. Actually, I should stop snacking on lao gama. What do you mean snacking? Are you just eating it out of the jar? Are you just like going in with a spoon? Which, I mean, fair, but like, yeah. Feels too Kraft macaroni, I guess, but like, I don't know. I don't dislike Kraft dinner. Yes, at least put it on rice or something. Yeah, Asian cuisine definitely more annoying to make if you don't usually have all the spices and sauces around. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it depends, because I feel like here, I live in a city that is adequately multicultural to have all these things at your average grocery store. So, like, if I need, like, soy sauce or mirin or some other ingredients, like, I can find those relatively easy. Not always at the best price. I feel like if I go to an Asian supermarket, I get like a better price for like mirin and cooking sake and stuff, but yeah. But they have it, is what I'm saying. Like if I go to the grocery store, like it might be a slightly higher price than it would be elsewhere, but I can find it, you know? Carbonara would be good for a spicy spaghetti. I added tomato, avocado. You can take that out if you don't like it, and sesame oil to make an aioli. Ah, I guess you know, now that I think of it, I imagine that like, I have mayonnaise. I could just mix it with mayonnaise if I want like a milder sauce, right? But yeah. I need to use it up. It's past its due date. I mean, it's oil. How bad can it go? But yeah, strong believer in kimchi. Yeah, I used to not be able to eat kimchi. Like, I feel like I've gained so much confidence with going to Korean restaurants. Because it used to be every time I went to a Korean restaurant, because with restaurants, a lot of the time, I feel like I don't trust restaurants when they say something is or isn't spicy. Like, I'll order something and I'll be like, is this spicy? And they'll be like, no, this is the non-spicy version. And then I order it and it's spicy. But then other times, they'll be on the menu and they'll be like, this is the super spicy thing. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll try. And then it's not that spicy. Actually, I think that happened to me several times. That was like a weirdly common occurrence in Japan. The first time I tried Caramucho, because like Bodega recommended it. She's like, yeah, when I've been to Japan before, these were like my favorites. I was like, okay, I'll try them. And I look at the bag at the store and it's like Caramucho, super spicy, chili flavored chips. And I'm like, are you sure about this? And she's like, yeah, they're fine. And then I tried them and they're not spicy at all. They're still very tasty. I like them a lot, but they're not spicy. Yeah, it's great for like burgers like that, or maybe an egg salad. I should try making hamburg steaks sometime. I feel like that's something I haven't tried doing yet. I've been more adventurous with cooking lately. Now, I don't know why. I think for the longest time, I just had like a fear of raw meats. Not like I was afraid of them, but it was like, I was scared of cross-contamination when cooking. So for the longest time, I would just like not cook with meat, or I'd just like avoid it whenever possible. It was just like unintentionally almost vegetarian, except when I went to restaurants. I think some of the restaurants will tell you something is super spicy because you're white. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that said, I have a friend who is, she is not white, and she also is terrible with handling spice. And I think she's had the opposite issue where, they don't warn about spice, and she's like ordering something way too spicy. But I know she said she also had like another experience when she went to like an Indian restaurant and she ordered like a curry or something and it was too spicy. And everyone, she's like, yeah, the servers in the restaurant were like, I don't know why you did this to yourself. Like, everything on our menu is spicy. I don't know why you came here. Okay, is the lake is this way, right? But yeah, I'm training myself. Yeah, Indian food goes heavy on the spice. I mean, to be fair, I am basic and cowardly when I have Indian food. I am usually just getting like butter chicken and cheese naan. I don't know, I feel like you can't, it's hard to be bad at butter chicken and cheese naan, you know? I feel like, though, every time because like, sometimes I would order it on like Uber Eats or something, like I would get it delivered, and I feel like every time that happens, like, I think I've talked about this before, of just like the non-roulette that just keeps happening to me. Of like, it used to be, like sometimes I would like order a cheese naan and they would bring me like a plain naan, or I'd like order a garlic naan and they would get me a butter naan. Like at this point it's just like a non-roulette. Like there should just be like one naan option and I will just like add to cart and they're just gonna like send me whatever they have. Like, I feel bad because like if they get your order wrong, you can just like ask for like a partial refund, and I feel bad because I feel like I've just been like scamming this restaurant out of like a few dollars for naan because they sent me the wrong one. Because this has happened multiple times. I'm worried if this keeps happening, I'm like, are they gonna like ban me from like ordering from that restaurant again? Yeah, Indian and African. I want to try African food so much. I've been told it's heat on the spice. I don't think I've tried like spicy African food. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, all the African food I've tried before, I've never had it at a restaurant. It's always been like, because like my parents have lots of friends from Africa, from different parts of Africa, so they all will make food for us when they come over, and it's like, I've never had the spicy stuff. I don't think they've ever, I think because they're making it for my parents, they know that they're not going to make it super spicy. Because yeah, I know that spicy African food exists, I've just never tried it. Okay, I feel sleepy enough. Maybe I can fall asleep. Go to sleep. Be in bed and under covers and the like. If you're already watching this in bed, then you should just be sleeping. You're already in the bed. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. Maybe brush your teeth first, but... One day you'll order naan or cheese naan, it'll be, oops, cheese only, no naan. Just forgot the naan. Just cheese. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would complain, but like... Just cheese. Schlep. I'd be eepin'. Alright. Boots time. Okay, big boy boots. Imagine that, but with like garlic naan, though. Or butter naan. There's just no naan, they just send you like a pat of butter. Take a save state when you get in. Good idea. Smart, intelligent. I just don't fall asleep, but yeah, I'm under sheets in bed. It's late, bro. Yes. Sleppin'. That's like a game. What's it called? Like under night in birth or something? The first time I found out about that game series was from Under Sheets in Bed. From that meme. I didn't even realize it was a separate franchise because of like the way that the logo is stylized. I thought it was just like another thing of Fate. I didn't realize it was like a completely separate franchise. Yes, hello Mookie Sticks. Uses eye drops. Oh, don't tell me I had a headache because of that. Were your eyes dry? Dry ice. Is it not? Oh, I guess it just... I guess it just, like... okay, it just, like, stuns them. Okay. Oh, I guess... Okay, so I guess the condition of this stayed the same. Interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna get over there. Is this just gonna be a lot of, like, jumping to the ground and hoping you don't die? Oh, okay, sure. Did Eggy end up buying any fighting games, by the way? I did not. It's fine. When's the next sale? I haven't bought much of any games, honestly, recently, because I haven't had time to play. Like, honestly, outside of, like, what I play on stream, I have not gamed at all. Except for maybe, like, Uma Musume. Uma Musume is the only game I have played that wasn't on stream. Next big sale is March. Okay. Well, that's like less than a month from now. Iggy, despite the allegations, is a normal person. I've been busy. I've been working a job. The Umi remains unneckoed. Yeah. I have not touched it. Well, I haven't Umi Neko comes in, like, spells for me. Like, there'll be a while where I'm, like, really, really into it, and then I just, like, don't think about it for a while. Are you kidding me? Okay. Ah, hold on. The strat. I see. I understand. I wakarimasu. There we go. March 19th to 26th, but there's a horse game sale on February 19th. Horse. I remember a little while back there was like a mystery detective sale. Like it was just, but the problem is that like most of the games that were on sale were ones I've already played. I'm like, ooh, finally something to cater to my interests. And I'm like, oh no, it catered to my interests so much that I can't even buy anything from it. Uma Fest. Oh yeah, well I guess it's Year of the Horse, that's probably why. I was like, I'm not gonna land on the spikes, and then I landed directly on the spikes. Is there a visual novel tier list maker? Someone's probably made that. Someone's probably made that. But yeah, I don't know. I think the next game, if I buy anything in the near future, it's gonna be new Paranorma site. New Paranorma site. February 19th. New Paranorma site. They're making a second one. I didn't think they would do that. I thought that it would just eternally be like a one-off thing. No, they're making a new one. It's like not related to the first one, so you can probably jump in, I think. I don't think they're doing like it's like a completely new cast of characters. I guess it's gonna be more like sort of like anthology series. But yeah, new Paranorma site. New Paranorma site is happening. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I'm not even close enough. Where do they expect me to stand for this? Okay, maybe if I put the hookshot... Right, put the... No, hold on. I'll put the hookshot here. I'll put the bow here. So it's like Danganronpa? Not really. I'd say if anything, it's more of like a... Well, there's one part of it that's really, really zero escape. I don't know, really. I guess... Okay. Think like, have you played 13 Sentinels? Think like the parts of 13 Sentinels, like the visual novel story parts of 13 Sentinels, it's like that, I think. But like, the whole game is like that. Not gonna lie, when I first saw Paranormal Site in the Direct, I thought Ace Attorney was back. No, because they opened it with like the storyteller, who's like a guy from the first game. And that's why I was like, it took me a second to process like what was there, and I'm like, wait a second, wait, they can do that? They can make a second one. And I was so happy about it that I like forgot to be mad about the lack of Ace Attorney 7. Yeah, I think I'm too far. Yeah, I'm too far. I don't think I can access this right now. Is this where I was before? This might be where I was before. But yeah, no, Paranormal Site. I would say, yeah, play the first one, at least. I mean, I don't think you're... Again, I think they're standalone stories, so I don't think you need to play the first one to understand the second one, but... you should play the first one because it's a good time. I don't know. It's not like the best visual novel I've ever played. I think it like overpromises in the first half and doesn't like 100% deliver all the time. But like, it's still extremely good. I would say what it lacks in plot, it makes up in atmosphere. Because I feel like atmosphere-wise, it's extremely good. Like, it's that perfect... Because I guess it's technically a horror game, but it like hits that kind of like middle point of like spooky, but also kind of cozy. I don't know, I feel like the way that things are drawn, like with the music and the sound effects, like everything feels kind of... The vibe is damp, but like damp in a good way, you know? I don't know how else to describe it. I need to play Insomnia Files since I already own them from the Deep Sale. You should play those too! Yeah, you should definitely play those too. Which one you choose to prioritize is up to you. Wait, that's the wrong song. My horse... My horse cannot come for me here, hold on. Hold on. Damp is a strange vibe. Yeah, but it's like... Oh, hello, Sarek. It's damp, but like in a good way, you know? I don't know I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like right after the rain kind of vibes, you know? But the art is really nice. The art is really nice. The music is good. The other thing too is I like the final puzzle for it. I think the final puzzle was good in the way that like they managed to like pretty well balance because I feel like sometimes with some puzzles, you know how sometimes you have like they miss the mark on the on the scale of difficulty, they kind of miss the mark where it's like either it's too difficult and impossible to figure out or it's like too easy. But no, they managed to like, it was a puzzle. The final puzzle required me to like pull out a notebook to do. Oh, wait. Yeah, I needed a notebook in order to solve it. However, it was solvable and I had a good time solving it. All right, okay. Let's not get hit by spikes. Man, you really have to target this perfectly. Okay, in my defense, I could not see the floor. Okay. The floor is lava, it's fine, we have milk. Epona will not save you from the grief of the water temple. Unfortunately, I don't think my horse can swim. Okay. Alright. Unleash the spikes. It's fine. Oh god. Okay, hold on. I didn't think this through. I forgot that I can't use my sword underwater. Hold on. I guess if I just get them out of the way, I can escape through here. That's probably a better plan than doing it the other way. They can't chase me. They can't find me here. Hold on. Where am I escaping to? Wait, what was the point of this? There's just a ceiling? Hold on. I can't. Oh no, I can't drink my milk underwater. Okay, hold on. Oh. Wait, I can't even beat them. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. Oh, okay, so, oh, I see. Oh, okay. Once again, forgot that I can't. Okay. I'm making progress. If they could send me... If they could send me some hearts my way, I'd appreciate that. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. There we go. And one more. Oops. Okay. Ah! No, I gotta get it this time. Definitely this time. No! Evening. Hello. I gambled and lost. I gambled and lost, but also I just realized I don't think I have a save state any deeper, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning of the temple. Ooh. I mean, I did say that this was going to be a short stream, and I have been streaming for 2 hours. You want to just hold the hookshot buttons, then release for those guys. Yeah, that's probably the strategy. That's probably the strategy. Ooh. Okay. Unless, wait, did I have? Wait, no. This is the exit. Hold on. Ooh. Because yeah, I'm like, this might be a good place to call it for a night. Maybe. Because again, I did say this would be a brief and short stream. I don't think anybody, I think I literally put it in the title. Nobody can claim false advertising here, you know? And I did say I was sleepy. And I do need to sleep earlier tonight, otherwise I'm going to wake up tomorrow and go, ugh! And then I'm gonna wake up again Friday and go, ugh! Because I think usually on Thursdays I end up going to bed pretty late too. Because I have things to do in the evening. And then I have lots to do on Friday. I spend all my time going, ugh! Yeah, you might want to look up strategy guide for this dungeon for next time. Maybe, yeah. Because, like, it's not, maybe you know what, so far I'm gonna say, despite everything, maybe I just haven't ventured deep enough. Maybe there's some, like, absolutely terrible thing hiding in there, but this is better than the Forest Temple. This is less painful than the Forest Temple. The Forest Temple was a billion times more painful than everything I've experienced so far. And some of it is just because, like, I like using the hookshot, so it's not, like, a difficult thing for me, but yeah, no, this is better than this. Believe it or not, I'm enjoying this more than the Forest Temple. But if I'm going to be this sleepy, then I might as well. Yeah, I struggled a bit in the first temple the first time. Fire Temple was okay. Yeah, Fire Temple was like, it was alright. It was alright. Definitely better than the first one. Definitely better than the Forest one. That one was mean and bad. Mean and bad. But I think it might be letter o'clock. Here we go. Dear Eggy. Let's see. Today we got through some part of the water temple. We saw Princess Ruto for like 8 seconds until she abandoned us again. Fair. We disappeared for 7 years. Yeah, a lot of it involves thinking outside the box, like lighting unlit torches by using a lit torch, by firing an arrow through a lit torch at the unlit torches. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, some of the things, there are a lot of things in Zelda games that I kind of intuitively know because that's how they work in other Zelda games. But the thing is that not all of them work exactly the same. Like, I remember the first ones I played as a kid were the DS ones, and I remember there used to be, like, you know those monsters that will, like, eat your sword and shield if you let them inhale you? In the DS games, the way you beat those is that, like, as they're inhaling, you throw a bomb in there, and then they, like, eat the bomb and then explode. It does not work like that in these games. Yeah, likes. Yeah, that's how it worked in the DS games. That's not how it worked in, I think, either of the N64 ones. Yeah. Mechanics not being consistent through all the games messes me up sometimes. Yeah, or like being able to grab things with the hookshot, which is weird because I feel like in the DS games, you could grab almost just about anything with the hookshot. Like if you broke a pot from far away, you could pick up the, like in some games, I think it was either the hookshot or the boomerang. You could like pick up stuff from far away, but you can't do that in this game except for the Skulltulas for some reason. Yeah. So I think when I get thrown off a lot of the time, it's because of stuff like that, where it's like, oh yeah, this was a thing in some games, like the ones I've played before, but not others. Okay. I'm getting too eepy. I have to write this letter before I fall asleep. Okay. We'll need to continue through the water temple. I don't have any specific advice other than don't spam the hook shot. You have to wait for it to reel back in a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really think I have anything to tell next week, Eggy, in terms of, like, gameplay. But yeah, let's see. I think, yeah, that's all I got to say. At least we have 2 full bottles of milk, even if we can't drink them underwater. Yeah, we have milk. We have milk. Let's see, do I have anything outside of gaming? Let's see. Eggy work is still going okay. I didn't hear back from the one thing I applied for, but that is okay because I think I still have more time to wait for that one. I will keep doing my best. The weather has improved a lot, so going outside is no longer painful. Yippee! Yippee! Anything else? I think that's all I got to say. I don't think I have much to say to future Eggy this week. I think this week will be pretty similar. Next week will be pretty similar to this week, I think. I'm not anticipating any big changes. Does anybody have anything they need to tell themselves in the future or tell each other? Okay, next week. Okay. Punk Asian would like to wish everyone a happy year of the Uma. Not Ume. It's not the year of the plum. Uma. Now that it is... Wait, I just realized, are there custom sounds for when you're under the water and the time of day changes? I could have sworn that, like, rooster sounded very bubbly. And that other, like, animal just now going, ooh, sounded different. Now that it is now that it will actually be the correct year. Uphill would like to remind Link, should capitalize that, Link to buy flowers for his fish wife. Ark of Jonah would like to be reminded to watch out for their shadow. Exponeric hopes that the weather will get better. Thai Games would like to remember to take out the trash. Alright, going once, going twice. Does anybody else have anything else they need to say to themselves in the future? Or to somebody else in the future? The future being next week. I think... I think I will be streaming next Wednesday. I think. I don't know what next week is going to look like in terms of streams, because I know there will be no Mahjong Monday, because we are having visitors. We are having friends. I am going to be seeing... Zia Xenos will be See Us Xenos next week. So there will be no Mahjong Monday, as I will be spending time with friends. Visitors collab? Zia asked, she's like, do you want to do an off collab? And I'm like, yes, I don't know when there's going to be time, because, like, we're definitely gonna see each other. I will definitely keep you guys updated, but, I don't know if we're gonna have time, just because, like, the scheduling. Yeah, basically, the timing is kind of weird. The timing for it is kind of weird, so we might not get to actually, like, stream together, but we will see each other. At the very least. So, the unfortunate result of that is a lack of Mahjong Monday. So I don't know if I'll be streaming on Monday. Wednesday, I think Zia and Elliot are coming. They're going back on Wednesday. I don't know what time of day, so I'm assuming they wouldn't be doing anything in the evening, and I have work during the day. So, I'll probably be back next Wednesday. Probably. Almost certainly. Let me check the group chat. Just to make sure. To make sure the plans are in order. Hold on. It got buried. Ba 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 Hold on. It got buried. Yeah, I think they're going back Wednesday. I think. So yeah, probably by the time I finish work. But yeah, worst case scenario, I will stream on a different day. Maybe this will finally be the week of the fated Sunday Eggy stream. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be. Oh, maybe it could be Sunday. Maybe this will finally be the week of the fateful Sunday Eggy stream. One of these days. But if nobody else has anything they need to add, then I will finish off the letter. Oh, and I forgot to put the date. I should probably put the date. What's today? February 11th, 2026. There we go. All right, let's save that. And goodbye. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now I saved, and there's recorded proof that I saved, so I don't have to think about this. But yes, my drawing of hair continues to trouble me. But hair is so fun to draw. That's like, that was my favorite thing to draw. I should draw again. I should draw something at some point. But yes, oot bye. Thanks for the oot. The oot. Yes, I think the oot will be back next week. I think we'll be good. But in the meantime, let's see who we can raid. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Oh, actually, I know who we can raid. We can raid See Us Xenos. She's going to see us. We're gonna make ourselves be seen. To See Us Xenos. Let's set up the raid. Raid Zia _ Xenos. There we go. We're ready. We're ready. Yes. Good night, Eggy. Good night. Good night to everyone. Thanks for stream. Our raid message will be See us, Cinos. Here we go. See us, Cinos. Yes, bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being nice and good. I will see you sometime next week. Yeah, I think that's all I have to add. I have no closing remarks. Have a nice and good week. I think the weather is improving in most places. So I hope your weather is extremely moderate and seasonably normal. Yes, have a nice and good evening. I'm going to go prepare my lunch and sleep. So you should do that too. Have a nice and good night. Au revoir.